Okay. So I think it would have worked to record on my iPad, Robin, but it wasn't giving me the option to record to my iPad. It was only giving me the option to record to the iCloud. Oh. And I was a little nervous about that. So, and then I see that I'm lagging. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Dar. Okay, what time is it? 4 after. All right, well, let's get started. I wanted to talk about September. Oh, my Lanta, you guys. We had, I know you probably already saw it, but we had 29,000, almost 29,400 in sales. Holy cow. You guys are rocking. You are so amazing. That was almost $9,000 more than last month. Oh. And our monthly sales leader for the month was Joy, and she had $4,765.55. So again, you guys are awesome. I so appreciate you. You have no idea how, like, it makes me want to cry because you guys are so great and wonderful and such good. I just love it. I just love our little team. Okay, so I want to welcome, we have 5 new team members this month. We had Cindy and Justin, who were recruited by Dan, so welcome Cindy and Justin. Amy was recruited by Crystal, so welcome Amy. And Mindy, who was recruited by me, so welcome again, Mindy. And just when you add people, when you recruit people and add them to our team, just be sure that you remember to add them to the team chat and our team page, our group, so that they can see everything that's coming up and anything that they need to know right away. They'll be able to see that. Have you guys all been able to find your My Week email in your, well, what I call the front office when you log in there? So you can see, like, every week they'll show you what's on sale or continuing on sale. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Okay. I don't like looking at myself. This week, they talked all about this, you know, the party perks for this month, what the welcome bonuses are for the recruits, what kits we have available. We still have the 3 kits available, the virtual kit, the basic, let's see, what's it called? Basic demo kit for $60, and then the deluxe demo kit for $109. And none of those have a payment option. Before, we used to have, you know, if you bought the big kit, you could pay in 2 payments. Now they don't have that anymore. They just have you paid up front, and then once you reach your 2nd level for your Confident Start program, they'll give you back a $60 credit. So basically, you're, you know, getting half off the deluxe kit with that credit. There's a surprise offer coming on Monday, because they said because they ran out of the Dia de los Muertos. Well, it's in celebration of the Dia de los Muertos, because they ran out of the, was it the Day of the Dead canisters? Was that they were called? So fast. So they're offering something else for us on Monday. Of course, we don't know what it is. I don't know if they'll share it with us later today or if it'll be tomorrow, just before it goes live, you know, like they usually do, which it's kind of frustrating, but I guess they got to do what they got to do. Shipping is basically the same. They talked about, let's see if I saved it, that they shared something about it possibly being 10 weeks. They retracted that and said, no, they didn't retract it, but they clarified that and said that a small part of the orders could be up to 10 weeks, but it's generally been running the 6 to 8 weeks. And then as of this My Week email, they were shipping orders from August 5th So that's not too bad. I mean, I know it's 4 weeks and it's a lot longer than some people want to wait. But I think considering the amount of sales that we've had, they're doing pretty good, I guess. So anyway, so that's what they clarified that. So Dana, what are you laughing at?
Pretty good, I guess. You're trying to convince yourself that
I know.
they're
No, I really am thankful. I've been blessed that the majority of my customers have been very understanding.
have been great through this whole thing.
Yes, they really have. I mean, there have been a few, of course, that have gotten frustrated, but nothing like what I've read on different, groups that I belong to. People are so frustrated and upset, and they have horrible customers. Well, I've been very lucky, so I hope the rest of you have too.
That has something to do with the consultant as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yes, if we say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, it's awful, it's terrible, it's a terrible company," then that's, we're going to project that to the customer. And
yes, and if you let them know ahead of time, then they know what they're getting into.
Yeah. Now, I did ask, I don't know if Christy shared it to everybody, but she has some verbiage that she uses when she sends people their screenshot of their order. Did you all get that? If not, if it was just something that we had talked about, I will send that out in our chat. It just basically says, thank you so much for your order, check everything out, which is what I used to say. But then it also adds something to the effect of, I just want to let you know that shipping has been running 6 to 8 weeks. If this changes anything with your order, please let me know. So you're telling them in the parties, usually I think twice the party templates show us at the beginning, they have us do it. And then, well, I don't know if the templates do, but I know Kirsten has asked us to share that little "I'm so excited" picture with the verbiage that says, I'm so excited about you getting your orders. I can't wait for you to get them. And then something about the COVID and it's been running behind, and just wanted to let you all know. So, I mean, if they have gotten those 3 reminders, or then they'll know, they know up, and I think, like you said, that's really helped a lot, that if we tell them ahead of time, then they shouldn't have a problem, because they already know it's going to happen. So let's see, I will put that on my list. Okay. All right, so, and then, all right, so we talked about the surprise sale that's going to happen. So it's going to happen at 3 o'clock. They're going to announce it. One additional item will be open, which celebrates Dia de los Muertos. And it'll be while supplies last, and it's supposed to be guaranteed to deliver by October 28th. So it sounds like they must have enough. They're thinking they have enough supply that they'll be able to meet whatever demand it is for that. So let's see. And we started Record Breaker Month. Now, have you guys had a chance to watch the Rock On, any of Kirsten's videos about the Record Breaker Month and what it is? It's basically the month dedicated to you trying to beat your all-time personal record. So like for our team, I'm pretty sure this month was our all-time personal record. So we would try to have, let's see, we had 29,381. So we'll try to have 29,382 is basically how she described it. You just take your team goal or your personal goal and just add that one little bit to it. Or she talked about having it be a barftastic goal, and you could really push yourself to go even further than that, and just say you have a goal of having this goal that makes you want to barf, is how she describes it. Yeah, so it's the barftastic goal. So But that's what that's about. And that's why they have that this first week with the great host offers. You know, you get this for free if you have this party, and this party. And then they continue it on for the month with their small co-pays is what they call them, just the $5 and then $25 for the 200 extra in host credit. So, so that's what that is. What else? And have you guys been able to look at the upcoming flyers or the flyers that we have out right now? I know the mid-October flyer is going to start. The 14th of October is the last day to order from the mid-September brochure, the one with the purple, Dana's favorite color bowls and things. And then, so then the next day, the 15th, is when the mid-October brochure would open. And so I guess we don't really need to talk about that. I think I shared in our group the links for Janelle and Stephanie's Rock On team meeting, which they are, I guess, one level below Kirsten. And so they have their monthly team meeting and they have a lot of good training. And Stephanie almost always goes over all of the products in the upcoming flyer. And this most recent one that they did that would just happen on Thursday, she talked about the different products. So it helps. I think it really helps to watch them, just to listen, because they've been doing it for years and years, and listen to what's worked for them to give me ideas of what to try, what not to do. And so, like I said, I've shared those, and eventually our little team is going to be big enough that we'll be able to have our own trainings like that. So I'm so excited. Let's see. And then the FedEx reroute option, that information is in the Salesforce website. I personally have not had to use it really. I had one customer, but it did not work for me. But I think it was because I wasn't already a customer for the FedEx reroute program, and so it wasn't working for me. Now I am part of the program, so hopefully if I ever have to do it again. And it wasn't anything that I had done. The lady ordered it when she was at her summer house, I think, and then she went home to her winter house and she still hadn't gotten her products. So she had to call and I had to call, and hopefully we got it figured out. The Confident Start program, they level 7, the Chef Series cookware. If anybody, when you choose that, if someone chooses that, one of our new recruits, they won't receive their cookware award until after January 2021. So they can choose it, but they're not going to be available to even order for them until January. So they have a couple months that they would have to wait for that. One of the other things that Kirsten talked about in her meeting yesterday was that we aren't going to get the new back office, the new computer program, as soon as we thought. They're thinking now it's going to be February, because we have October, the record breaker month. January, my understanding, is another big month for sales and things that are going on that we need the office, the back office and front office for. And so she explains it why in the meeting that I shared in our group page. So the specifics are in there, but it looks like it's going to be at least February before we get our new computer system. So yes, ma'am.
Is it going to be more user-friendly?
It sounds like it. I haven't seen because they talked about it at Jubilee, but I don't think they gave real specifics as to what it's going to look like. I'll go back and see if I can find the video where they talked about it and see if there were any screenshots or anything. But it sounds like they're taking what we are suggesting and making it, more user-friendly. I don't know what the new options are going to be.
Maybe or easier to place,
navigate.
Yeah.
I hope so. Or maybe because we'll be starting with it right from the get-go, that we'll be able to see what all the tricks of the trade are, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking that, yes, they are hoping that it's going to be more user-friendly for us. And also because we'll be in there from the ground start, we'll get all the bugs worked out. We'll figure, they'll show us how to use it right from the get-go. And so we'll know all the ins and outs of it. Like with our current system, I still go in and just click on things because I'm not real familiar with. I go to my things that I use all the time. And that's basically what I use. And once in a while, if I have time, then I click on other things and think, ooh, this is fun.
Yeah, but then when you're doing it, it's like, I don't always remember where I found that
Where
cool
you were. Yes.
And I had
Yes.
asked in the chat about a report.
I
Can't
saw
find
that.
a report anywhere.
I saw that, and I don't know the answers. So, and I was hoping that Christy would answer, but I know she's been sick and she's had things going on. So
Yeah.
I will put that on my list to ask. And I apologize that I
There's
didn't.
got to be a way that we can see all of our contacts and their addresses or anything that, if somebody's placed an order, that we've got it. So then we can.
Right, without actually using the search.
Track and find in them,
Yeah.
send them hey, how's it going? Do you want a new catalog? Anything.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And that's good. I mean, because we all three of us know that there's the other company that we sell for has that option.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So I will ask Christy. Yeah, how to and where, if there is such a thing, without us having to go into every single party. I'm sure there is. Yeah, there has.
I may have to until we find the answer, but that takes so much more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And right now nobody's got the extra time with children in darn remote learning.
Right. Yeah. Well, even us that have just the fur babies don't have the time. No, I'm just I don't know how you guys
require time to.
Yes, no, I'm serious. I don't know you ladies, you moms and dads that have to give your kids the education at home right now. Oh my gosh. You are wonderful. Yeah. So I'll put that on my list too to add.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
The system
because isn't the option also in the other company, you can click on their email link and it opens up if you have it set up, and email
send them. Yeah.
Program to send it right from that program, from the back office.
And you can export their addresses, phone numbers, last time they ordered, a whole bunch of stuff.
And I'm sorry, like I said, there might be a way, I just don't know. And I didn't say, I was, like I said, thinking that Christy might jump on there and answer.
Well, if she'd been sick lately, then
oh my land. Oh, that poor girl, I'm telling you. On top of working 12 hours, a million days a week, every day. And her little boy, oh my gosh, he's so funny. Landon, he just started preschool too, so she got that anyway. Okay, and so then the Rock On team meetings, I guess I'll say again, we are part of the Rock On. I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. Team again. Which is, what were we, number 1 or number 2 in the US and Canada for sales last month. We got lucky, I think, you guys. We're a part of an amazing big organization. Anyway, so the Rock On team meetings that Kirsten has are that first Saturday after month end close. So she just had hers yesterday. The other 2, Janelle and Stephanie, are above us, way above us. They do the trainings for our organization, have their meetings that Thursday after month end, but it's usually in the middle of the day. So I was just been lucky the last couple times to catch part of it. This week I got to see the whole thing, but otherwise they will record it just like Kirsten does. She records it and splits it up to different topics. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm getting there. But once we start, doing the trainings and things on here, and I forgot to ask you guys in our group, on our group page today, if there's ever anything that you want more training on or have questions about, like Dana, your email question, try to message it to me maybe before the meeting and I can try to get the answer or get stuff set up for you. Because I know it's one thing to read it in the messenger, but it's another thing to see it with your eyes. Like, I'm a visual learner. I'm a tactile learner. I see it, I do it, I learn it. So with the Rock On team meetings, I save those on my YouTube because the majority of them are YouTube and you can save them. And so I go back to them all the time and just listen to them. Now, what was it that she said about this? And what did Kirsten say about that? But it's nice to be able to have that available for us, that to hear what they've done that obviously is working for them, because look where they are. I mean, golly gee, Janelle is the director, the presidential director, I think is what her title is now. Yeah, presidential director. So whatever she does is working. And I want to learn from her to, help my business. Okay, let's see. Sorry. So they talked about parties in parties. So when you go into your back office and you want to find a party, they have the big long list that you can look through to find your party. They used to only save those for 120 days, but now they've increased it to 150 days. That will show up. Those parties will show up on that front screen there. Otherwise, after that, then you have to go and search for them in that search button up there. Which is the same one that you can use for your warranty when you're looking for your warranty items. And gosh, what's the other? Let me go look and see. I can't remember what that third option is. Party search, order search, or item search. Those are those three options on that search bar. So they've increased that. So that's nice, because I know there have been parties that I've looked for that were months ago, but somebody had a question, or I was looking for someone's address and it wasn't on there. So I had to actually go and search for the party. Annoying. No, just kidding. All right. What else? The award coupons, then the customer flyer, those are all in our in the Salesforce website on when you first log in there, the front office. I don't know, I know some people call everything your back office, but then where's our front office? I guess is my question always. I log in somewhere, that's the front door. I walk in the front door and I have to go around the back door to the, I don't know. But so that information is all there. That's where you'll find everything that's happened in the last 14 days. You'll find anything, like we just got that letter from our, oh gosh, the CEO was in there. So in the last 14 days, everything that's happened basically in the last 14 days is going to be in there. Our monthly recognition is in there. We have the new party offers. Those are hand out at a party. So instead of having those two that we just started with, the spatula and the cake cutter, those are sold out. So now we have the option of a melon baller and a citrus peeler for 75 cents each to give as prizes in the parties instead of the other ones, which I'm sad because those are kind of cool. And apparently everybody thought so, because everybody at that party then gave them as prizes and bought them all. No, I'm just kidding. Oh gosh. Parties and parties, I already talked about that. Month-end customer care, that already happened. And always, when you, I guess I can't stress this enough, at least once a day, check into that 14 days, the last 14 days, because right now the last thing they posted was the product alert list, and that was just on the 2nd. So that was just a couple days ago, to tell us what is sold out, you know, what's available, what's coming. I know that they talked about a lot of the things that were on back order are now being released or cleared, I guess is what they called it, and either have all been shipped out or are being shipped out. And otherwise, if they haven't shipped out yet, then it'll tell you a date, an approximate date as to when they're going to ship out from the factory to go where they need to go. But that's, so I guess before, I would ask, before you post a question like, hey, is this on back order? Check this first. Check your last 14 days, check your Salesforce website for the product alert list, and that'll help you. It'll help us from having to stop and look it up. You know, I mean, obviously, if I can, I will. And I always will. If I see that somebody's posted that, then I would think that they haven't had a chance to look at that yet. And then I will stop and, you know, look for it for them as soon as I can. But anything like that you have a question on, check there first. And that way, that's another way for you to get familiar with your front office and your back office, especially for warranty items. I know even myself, I still struggle with some of the things. Like I have a lady right now that has one of those condiment trays, and the lid is obsolete, but it doesn't give an option for a replacement lid. So now, and I just looked at that before the party, so now my next step is going to be, you know, putting it out there. Hey, you know, what size is this? Or will any other lid fit on this? Because I know it's from the 70s and she's found it. I don't know where she had it. Some of the things I wonder about, it's like, oh, they pulled a big box out of their, you know, garage up on the top shelf because they can't use it anymore from 40 years ago. No, just kidding. But yeah, so that's, I know in the Google Drive, the Rock On Google Drive, they do have the warranty tab where you can click on it, and it does have the parts list, the product list, I think is the second name of it. Let me see what else it's called. Warranty guidelines are on there, the parts catalog, there is the parts index, and then there's a bowl and seal guide, which actually has pictures of a lot of the bowl sets with options that you can use this. You know, if it's the old mold number, this is the current mold number, this is the part number for you to use to order it, this is what you'll get and it will fit. Unfortunately for my lady, it's not on the list, so I got to go a little further. So that the Rock On Google Drive is a great resource. I know sometimes they don't have everything I'm looking for, but they have a lot. So if you guys, when you get a chance, go check that out. I think I shared the link in our party group. I'll check and see on that, and then if I didn't, I'll share it again, or I'll share it. And that's where you'll find, if you are using the party templates that you find on the Rock On Facebook group, that's where a lot of the graphics are, especially for the guessing games. They are in there, and that's again why I love it, because they have done the work for us. You know, they've put the stuff together and they just put it somewhere where we can find it, and as long as you know what you're looking for, then we can find it. So, all right, I know that was really fast. Well, I guess not, it was a half hour. Do you guys have questions for me? Anything I can try to go over with you? No? All righty. Well, yeah, like I said, I think I talked about everything that I had wanted to talk about. Don't forget to set your goals for yourself for this record breaker. I did post something in our group, and I know Kirsten also posted it in her group, the Rock On group, that she wants to know your barftastic goal for the record breaker month. So don't forget to put the search out for that post in our group and in her group. And the party perks that are available this month, have you had a chance to look at those yet and see what you want to go for? I want the mandolin. I'm pretty sure that we as recruits also qualify for the mandolin, because I know we have for the other prizes, the bonuses. So I want to see on that. I heard somebody ask a question about it, but I don't know if it ever got answered. So I want to look for that. And then the others. And then for the record breaker month, like I said, the first flyer goes from the 1st to the 7th, this first week. And everything that the bonuses are would be free. Well, if they get the party sales, the $500, they would get the bake set, I think is what it's called. Let's see if I can pull it up here. The Baker's Basics, and you get the measuring mate set and the kitchen tools, the measuring spoons, and then that spatula for free with the 500 and 2 parties. When you go $750 and 2 parties, you get that, plus you get the whip and mix chef for free. And then when you go for $1,000 party plus the 2 datings, you get those 2 things plus the extra $200 for free. Next week, and then till the end of the month, then those co-pays go up. The Baker's Basics would be $5. The Whip and Mix Chef would be the $10 plus the $5, I'm pretty sure. And then the extra $200 would be the host credit, which for $25. So they would have to use their 25 of their host credits to purchase that extra $200. That's huge. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You just can't even imagine, because not only with that $1,000 party and the 2 datings do they get $200 in host credits. For 25 of that, then they get another 200. So anyway, it's great. You just have to coach your hosts, use your host coaching, coaching. So that they invite the people that will come and have them be active in the parties, because it seems almost every time the more active your hostess is, the more sales there are. If they're having fun in the party, the people have fun in the party, and that makes them want to order. And so that's big too, the host coaching. I'm not always good at doing the exact things that I'm supposed to, but I try to coach them as much as possible. And yeah, so anyway, so that's that. So the one ends on Wednesday's the last day for that, and then the one that will be for the last 3 weeks starts that Thursday with those co-pays. So yeah, okay. Anything else? All right, ladies. Well, thanks for coming, and have a great day. And don't forget to email me your aha moments and what your goal is, your barftastic goal. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.